Hello everyone, welcome back to a new writing video. For today's video I'm going to edit like a mad woman, and this is going to be a chaotic editing vlog because I just got back from my editor. I'm so happy with her work and I'm so happy with the comments that she has made. I'm a little bit out of breath. And so this vlog is going to be my last revision editing vlog of Gods of Rot and Ruin, my adult fantasy romance, before I send it out to a publisher. So that as well will be in this vlog the day that I click send. I have a deadline of 2 weeks. In 2 weeks time I'm going to send this book out to a publisher. Today it's Monday the 18th, October the 18th, and I have a goal of sending this out on the 31st of October. I have precisely 14 days left. So if you want to watch my earlier videos on this project, I have an outline with me video, I have writing vlogs on writing each act I think, and a playlist for all of those videos. So if you want to watch that, I can link that in one of these corners and also below. I got back from her like 1 hour before school and I was able to sit down and go through her 4 pages of feedback on characters, on world building, descriptions and everything like that. I was able to go through that early this morning, and I was able to go through all of her comments in the document as well earlier this morning, and because of that I was able to grasp really what she wanted to work on, what she thought that I should work on. Surprisingly, she wanted this book to be 2 separate books, and you may think that that is a great idea, like, oh my god, great, you have written 2 books, but that got me really anxious because I really want this to be 1 book. And this is because I want it to be a 3-part series following a different character in each of them and a different couple in each of them, but set in the same world, and they are all interconnected. So in the 3rd book it will be a full circle and it will feel really satisfying for the reader because I like that kind of stuff. She wanted it to be a 2-part series and I didn't want that, so we talked about it, and she really helped me to figure out what I could do to bring this to a whole book. And the main thing that I'm going to be working on for this week really is the plot. My characters were great in her words, so I don't really have to focus that much on that right now. The plot. So what I need to do is bring the main plot further into Act 1 and then tone down especially one side character, which is a really strong character, almost too strong of a character, almost that she feels like a second main character, and I also need to tone down that side plot. As of now it is taking up too much space in my manuscript. So make the main plot stronger, make the side plot, tone that down, and also tone down a side character, and then the first 2 chapters are going to be more focused on the main plot and the character arc, I guess, for my main character. So that's the plan. I have gone through her feedback in the document twice, and now today I'm not gonna begin to edit today, but I am going to go through all of her comments again. So I'm actually feeling really inspired and I'm feeling really happy about her comments. I'm feeling motivated to do this shit. I hope you're ready for this chaotic editing vlog. I hope I will be able to talk to you guys whenever I can. My plan is to edit at least maybe 4 hours a day. I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm going to eat breakfast, and then I'm going to sit down and work on this until 10 o'clock essentially. That's the introduction to this video. I hope that you are excited, like I said. Wish me luck, please, with sending it out to a publisher and everything. And I will see you guys in the next clip. Hello everyone, it's the next day. It is Tuesday the 19th. So yesterday, like I talked about, I focused on writing everything down in this notebook here, like all the different elements that I need to work on. I worked on that yesterday, and I also booked a meeting with this editor to be able to talk about some issues that I'm having right now with one of these side storylines that I have issue with that, and I think I have a solution for it, and it is essentially to not have it linked like I wanted it to. So I worked on the main storyline today, and in that I deleted 1.5 chapters, or essentially 2 chapters, because I deleted, like you saw before this, I deleted the whole of the first chapter to rewrite it. So what I did today was tone down the side story. So I toned down that today, and in that I am also trying to add more of the main storyline in this first one. So I worked in the main storyline in the first chapter by deleting the first chapter and rewriting it, and I only kept some dialogue from the first chapter and the main place that the first chapter was taking place in. And I definitely need to fill out that first chapter because it ended up being only over 700 words, and I think that I want it to be a little bit longer than that. Here is my pro tip from me. My pro tip is that if you, like me, have feedback in terms of comments, so if you have feedback from another person, a beta reader or an editor, my pro tip is that you overlook all the feedback at once. In my opinion, just do it. Overlook all the feedback at least twice and then make rounds of edits. Don't think about the edits right now. Like, don't think about each comment, don't think about each thing that you want to do or not want to do. Just take all the comments and make them into rounds of edits, and then you begin editing as soon as you can, because I think that is a key part in order to not get overwhelmed with the comments and with editing. I think that is a key part, to not think on it too much. Just begin to edit the thing that you are certain that you need to edit. Like for me, with the main plot and the side plot, I know that I need to edit this because I could see the issues that I was having, and I understood the comments and I understood the feedback. So instead of thinking too deeply on that, I began editing, and then if questions come up along the way, I take care of those questions then. Don't feel like you have to tackle everything at once. Just begin at one end and then work your way through it. And it is of course different if you self-edit a lot, and I do self-edit as well. This is the first time that I have like paid someone to help me edit, but that process is a bit different because then you are reading your own manuscript and you are commenting on it yourself, and it's way different. It's much easier to feel overwhelmed that way. In my opinion, the round that is the biggest, or the one that will take most time, begin to edit that first and then work your way through it, because now I don't feel as overwhelmed anymore because I have already tackled the big issue. I have already gotten a long way through my editing process and I'm only on day 2 of my 2-week deadline. That's how I've been getting through it. Yeah, that's the update for today, and right now I'm going to sit down and see what I'm going to work on for tomorrow. I feel crazy. I feel possessed by a editing demon, but I really like this tempo that I'm having right now, and why I'm able to do this is because today I didn't have any school in school, so I was able to work a lot faster at home. My overworking plan for this week is to go through the big things at least once, and so that for next week I can read through my manuscript, like during the weekend I can read through the manuscript for things that I have changed, and I can keep working the next week on smaller things and just peeking things that I have missed, and also have that meeting with my editor because I need the help. So that's that. I will talk to you guys again when I have an update on how this all is going. It's currently 10:19 on Wednesday the 20th of October. I have done quite a lot, and what I did yesterday was that I went through, like I said, all the comments that I have missed, considering the main plot and the subplot, because I remember the name now for that. So I checked all the comments and I made a bullet point list of what I was going to do today, and that was read through the first chapter and the second chapter and see how that aligned. And then I also changed places. A conversation happened in one scene, I changed and split that conversation into 2 parts and put those 2 parts into different scenes that were already in the manuscript. And then I also added some things to a scene, and that's what I've done. I've taken some time as well to read over the new stuff that I wrote yesterday, and I definitely need to, before I send this out to the publisher, I need to read through the whole manuscript. So with that said, I had a lot of things to do today, and I have already gone halfway of the things that I need to do. Considering that, I think that tomorrow is going to be great. I look a little bit like a mess. I just got home and it's raining like crazy outside, and I had to walk through it because I didn't have an umbrella, so that's why I look like this. Anyway, I got back a little bit later than I thought, so I won't be able to do things that I wanted to do today. This morning I woke up at 6 o'clock like I have done now this past week, and I worked on character for the whole of the day. I went through the things that I needed to go through yesterday, so I was at a great place to begin working with my characters. So I have gone through all of the character comments, and I have changed up scenes and made my main character, her thoughts, I guess, her thought process, I made that stronger. I still need to go through everything again and think about the character, but what I'm going to do now is go through all the small comments about inconsistencies that I need to change. Like, is this really believable? Did she really say this? Or this sounds weird? Or comments like that. I'm going to go through them now, and tomorrow, Friday, I am only going to read through my manuscript. But I will update you guys if I do have time to do more and update you on my process. But so far, I am at a great pace editing wise, and I need to actually check what day is the 31st. It's a Sunday. I said the deadline was the 31st, but I need the weekend to refill my battery to actually like be able to do NaNoWriMo. But right now, like I said, I'm going to go through the small comments and make some changes that aren't, you know, changes that I need to go through multiple chapters. So I'm going to go through some of those comments now, and tomorrow is reading day. I am really nervous. I'm really nervous right now because the editor is in the meeting and I'm not gonna have a meeting with her right now. But what the hell, we can do this. Okay. Nämen. So the meeting went well. I was really nervous, as you can probably tell, but it went really well. I took some notes and we went through almost everything that she, you know, talked about in her feedback and in her comments. It was really great to actually talk to her and talk things out. So now I definitely know how I'm gonna fix the things that I didn't know how I was going to fix. And then we talked a lot about the first chapter and how I could make that great. You know, I have already rewritten the first chapter, but I really want to talk about that and the first couple of chapters and really see what I'm going to focus on and maybe rework some things. And actually, I am going to rework a lot of things because I got an idea to essentially switch out the inciting incident. The inciting incident will come at the third chapter, and it will be a different inciting incident than I had at first. So I think this is going to be great. I have already like made a copy of the original text, the edited text, and I have now deleted a lot of it, and I'm going to use some of the scenes because some of the scenes are good, like I need them in my book right now, but they are going to fit into other places, like other scenes. It's mostly like dialogue things, and I also got some clarity about some comments that she has made about certain scenes. So I'm going to work on this for today and for tomorrow, so for the 25th and 26th, and then Wednesday to Friday I'm going to reread the whole book. That's the plan, at least. I need a change of scenery, so I'm sitting down in my living room. I need to sit down and write for an hour because right now it's the 26th of October, it's Tuesday, and my plan is to sit down for an hour because that is how much time I have for this. Rework the whole subplot about my main character's parents because that was the whole thing. And I have all the notes right here in my notebook that I took yesterday with the editor. And today I essentially want to get all the edits done, everything done, so that I can start reading everything tomorrow. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like I talked about, I am going to read the whole book and hopefully send it out on Friday. Fingers crossed. Maybe Sunday if I don't finish up reading the book. But I reworked all the first 6 chapters and that is all done. And my mom is very kind. She's going to read that whole beginning and see if it actually works because she is a great critic, has read a lot of books, a lot of fantasy. So she will be a great critic to see if everything works, if I have missed something, if something doesn't work out. And so today it's essentially the last editing day. This is really exciting and really fun, and yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you again until I have finished editing the whole book and reading it and I'm sending it out to the publisher. Hello again. I'm grabbing my water, I'm grabbing the computer, and going down in the basement. I don't really like being down here that much because it's so dark and kind of creepy, but I need another change of scenery. Wow, you can't see anything. But I am down in the basement, and yes, the suspense is still rising. I haven't kept my promise, but I just want to have a quick moment and talk about two things. First of all, I am so freaking happy and grateful and excited because we have reached over 200 subscribers here on my channel. We are over 200 in this community, and I really feel like we are a little community, and I'm really excited to see what's to come for this channel, and I hope you all will stick around to see what happens. I feel like we need to have a celebration together sometime. I celebrated with a cup of tea and some lavender cookies because they are so delicious. My grandma makes them, and I celebrated with some K-drama as well, and that was really nice. So that's the first thing that I wanted to say. Just thank you, and I'm so grateful and happy that you're all here and watching this. The second thing is, I talked about yesterday that I was going to let my mom, who is you know, my biggest critic. No, not really, but she is really great at giving critique. She's quite honest. She's one of those persons that if she doesn't like something, they will say it right in the open. So she read the first 2 chapters yesterday, and I am so happy that she didn't see the issues that the editor was seeing, and that is not to say that the editor was wrong. I managed to change the first 2 chapters and managed to make them not as overwhelming in like plot, not as overwhelming in or subplots especially, not as overwhelming with the world building and the descriptions. I think I asked my mom, didn't you understand everything? Is there questions? And of course there was questions. She wanted to know what was going to happen next, and that is also a thing that I asked. Are you interested in reading from the first chapter and the first page? Are you interested in reading more? And she was, and this tells me that I don't have to work on the first 2 chapters. We'll see what she thinks about the following 3 to 6 chapters, and I am going to reread this whole book, like a full-on read through. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to at least get to chapter maybe 18, maybe 20. So I have 2 hours to read, and I'm gonna do like 25-minute reading sprints. I'm not gonna focus on anything else because I just finished the last couple of things that I need to do for the new upload, my last reading vlog in a while, and I can link that in one of these corners and also in the description, and it will mean the world to me if you watch that because the reading vlogs doesn't do as well as the writing vlogs. And yeah, I'm just gonna start reading this. First 25-minute timer is done, and it's 9:04 right now. But I just need to point out that I haven't said this to you guys, but I have deleted a lot in my manuscript. In the manuscript that was sent to the editor, there was 100,803 words. I can put up right here so you can see the difference when I say how many words I have now. Right now I have 85,021 words. A little bit more than 15,000 words deleted from my manuscript. That's because the first couple of chapters, the first act, got a lot smaller. I think the first act now is, with the 6 chapters that I have, is only maybe about 10,000 words long, and it was 20,000 words long in the beginning. And I feel like this is a great thing for me because that means that it is more fast-paced, and that means that if the publishers like this, but they want to add some more descriptions or some more dialogues or whatever, if they want to add more, I have a lot of room to do so. So I feel like this is a great sending off point. Okay, but I'm gonna keep reading right now because it's 9:09 right now and time is running short. I know that I'm talking a lot to you guys right now, but I just finished chapter 6. One of my favorite scenes is in that chapter, in the end of that chapter, and I just love reading that scene over and over again. It is heartbreaking, and it is kind of like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen next? And now in chapter 7, there's a lot of things happening as well. This is really exciting. Holy fucking hell, shit. Whatever. The mail is sent. Hello and welcome to the end of this writing vlog. It's actually the 28th of October, 9:55 o'clock in the morning, and I am actually filming this and in advance that I am going to send this out to the publisher tonight. And yes, the way you get published in Sweden is a lot different from other countries, and so that's why I am saying all the time that I'm gonna send it out to a publisher. We send it out to publishers directly, not through an agent or anything like that. Maybe we will get agents in Sweden, but right now there's not many agents that represent an author. So I feel like that mystery is cleared up. I'm sorry that I haven't really discussed that before. I have talked so much in this vlog. I feel like this is the longest writing vlog I've ever done, and I don't really know why. I just had maybe a part of me wanted to procrastinate and talk to you guys instead of writing. Yeah, this was a chaotic experience. So this is the end of the reading vlog, and the clip that you just saw will be from later tonight when I send it out to the publisher. Present Linnea, or Nea, however you want to call me, will not have sent it out to a publisher yet, but Linnea in the last clip will have. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Was it fun? I feel like this was a great thing for me to do, because this will be such a big step in my writing journey. This whole experience in this vlog, the 2-week deadline and everything, and I finished it on deadline. I should really reward myself for that. And thank you all again so much for the 200 plus subscribers. The last time I checked it was 217, I think. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!